The Japanese food secret your body may be missing. Have you ever changed your diet? You eat cleaner. You try to choose healthier foods. You add more vegetables. You remove the foods you know are bad. But somehow, you still don't feel your best. Maybe your energy drops. Maybe your stomach feels uncomfortable. Maybe you feel like your healthy choices are not creating the results you expected. The reason might surprise you, because the answer may not be about eating less, or buying expensive supplements, or following the newest health trend. It may be about something your ancestors used thousands of years ago, but modern life slowly forgot. A simple process that can completely transform ordinary food into something different. And one country never stopped using it: Japan. For generations, Japanese families have used this food tradition as part of everyday life. It is called fermentation. But here is the surprising part. Fermentation is not just about preserving food. It connects to digestion, flavor, daily habits, and even the way people think about long-term health. Today, we're uncovering 6 Japanese fermentation secrets that explain why this ancient food tradition is becoming one of the most interesting health habits today. The first secret reveals how a simple ingredient can become something completely new. But don't skip the final secret, because the biggest reason Japan protected fermentation for hundreds of years has nothing to do with the food itself. It has to do with a mindset that most people have lost. Secret 1. The transformation secret. How ordinary food becomes something completely different. Problem. When most people look at food, they only see what it is right now. A soybean is just a soybean. A vegetable is just a vegetable. Milk is just milk. But what if the way food is prepared could completely change what it becomes? Today, many foods are designed around speed, fast production, long shelf life, quick preparation. But somewhere along the way, we lost some traditional methods that humans used for generations. One of those methods was fermentation. In Japan, fermentation never disappeared. Instead of seeing fermentation as food becoming old or spoiled, Japanese culture understood something different. Food could transform. Soybeans could become miso. Soybeans could become natto. Rice could become ingredients used in traditional foods. Vegetables could become flavorful fermented side dishes. The original ingredient was still there, but something new had been created. Fermentation happens when microorganisms like bacteria and yeast interact with food. These microorganisms break down certain parts of the ingredients and create new compounds. This process can change the taste, smell, texture, and characteristics of food. It is not simply storing food, it is changing food. You don't need to completely change your eating style. Start with one fermented food you are comfortable trying. Maybe a yogurt with live cultures, a miso soup, fermented vegetables. The goal is not to add everything at once. The goal is to build a habit. The first secret is transformation. Japan discovered that ordinary ingredients could become something much more interesting. But this creates an even bigger question. If fermentation changes food outside your body, what happens when those foods enter your body? That brings us to the second secret. Secret 2. The gut connection secret. The hidden world inside your body problem. Many people think about health by focusing only on calories. How many calories did I eat? How much protein did I get? How much sugar is in this? But there is another important part of your body that often gets ignored: your gut. Your digestive system is constantly interacting with the food you eat. In Japan, fermented foods are not treated like a special health product. They are simply part of everyday meals. Miso soup can appear during a normal meal. Natto can be eaten with rice. Pickled vegetables can be served as a side dish. These foods are not something people add only when they want to become healthier. They are part of the culture. Inside your digestive system lives a huge community of microorganisms. Scientists call this the gut microbiome. Research continues to study how fermented foods may influence this environment through beneficial bacteria and fermentation compounds. The relationship between food and gut health is becoming one of the most interesting areas of nutrition research. Instead of searching for one magical food, focus on variety. Try adding one fermented food occasionally. Make it something you actually enjoy. Healthy habits only work when you can continue them. The second secret shows that fermentation is not only about preserving food, it may also change how your body interacts with what you eat. But there is something else that kept Japanese people eating these foods for generations. Not just health. Taste. That brings us to the third secret. Secret 3. The flavor secret. Why healthy food doesn't have to feel like a sacrifice problem. One of the biggest reasons people quit healthy eating is simple. The food becomes boring. Many people think healthy meals have to be plain. No excitement, no flavor, no enjoyment. And when food feels like punishment, people eventually return to old habits. Japanese cuisine uses fermentation to create deep, complex flavors. Miso creates a rich taste in soups. Soy sauce adds a powerful savory flavor. Fermented ingredients make simple foods feel more complete. Instead of depending on heavy sauces or extra ingredients, fermentation creates flavor naturally. Fermentation produces different compounds that influence taste. One important flavor is umami. Umami creates a savory, satisfying feeling that makes food taste richer. This is one reason simple Japanese meals can feel enjoyable without being overly complicated. Try replacing some processed flavor boosters with fermented options. Add a little miso to soup. Try fermented vegetables with meals. Small additions can completely change your experience with food. The third secret reveals an important lesson. Healthy eating becomes easier when you actually enjoy the food. But Japan never viewed fermented foods as a magic solution. They were only one part of a bigger system. That leads us to the fourth secret. Secret 4. The balance. Secret why Japan never chased the perfect food problem. Today, many people are searching for the perfect food. The one ingredient that solves everything. The one supplement that changes everything. But real health rarely comes from one thing. Japanese food culture never depended on one superfood. Fermented foods are combined with other traditional habits. Vegetables, fish, rice, seasonal foods, mindful eating. The power comes from the complete pattern. Long-term health is influenced by overall lifestyle choices. One food cannot replace sleep, movement, balanced nutrition, and healthy routines. Consistency usually creates better results than extreme changes. Instead of asking, "What is the one food that will fix my health?" ask, "What is one healthy habit I can repeat every day?" Small habits are easier to maintain. The fourth secret teaches us that fermentation works because it fits into a lifestyle. And when small habits become part of your daily routine, something interesting happens. They can shape the way you age. That brings us to the fifth secret. Secret 5. The longevity secret. The small habit that survived generations problem. People everywhere want to know the secret to living longer, but many search for shortcuts. A pill, a supplement, a quick solution. The truth is, long-term health is usually built slowly. Japan's traditional habits focus on consistency. Fermented foods were not created as a temporary health challenge. They became part of everyday life. Generation after generation continued the same practices. Healthy aging is influenced by many factors: food quality, daily movement, stress levels, social connections, lifestyle patterns. Fermented foods may be one piece of a much larger picture. Do not look for a perfect lifestyle overnight. Build small traditions. Improve one meal. Add one healthy habit. Create something you can maintain. The fifth secret shows that longevity is not created by one decision. It is created by thousands of small decisions repeated over time. But there is still one final question. Why did Japan protect this tradition while so many other cultures moved toward faster options? The answer is the final secret. Secret 6. The tradition secret. The real power was never the food problem. Modern life rewards speed. Fast food. Fast results. Fast solutions. But many traditional practices disappear because they require patience. Japan kept fermentation because it represents patience and respect. Food is allowed to develop naturally. Meals are prepared with attention. Knowledge is passed from one generation to another. It became more than a food process. It became a connection between people and tradition. The strongest habits are usually the ones that become part of normal life. When something feels natural and meaningful, people are more likely to continue it for years. Take inspiration from Japan. Do not chase every new health trend. Find simple habits you enjoy. Choose traditions that you can repeat. Because the best health habit is the one you can actually keep. The final secret is this: fermented foods are not powerful because they are ancient. They are powerful because people kept practicing them. The true power of Japanese fermentation was never only inside the food, it was inside the people who continued making it. Maybe the biggest lesson from Japanese fermentation is not about a specific food. It is about a way of thinking. In a world where everything is becoming faster, Japan preserved a slower approach. Food that takes time, habits that take patience, traditions that last for generations. You don't need to completely change your life tomorrow. Sometimes, the biggest health improvements come from small choices repeated consistently. A simple fermented food, a better meal, a healthier routine. Because health is not created by one perfect decision. It is created by the habits you choose again and again. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like this video because it helps more people discover these hidden health traditions. Subscribe to the channel for more videos about Japanese lifestyle, health habits, and the simple practices that can improve your everyday life. And I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried fermented foods like miso, natto, or fermented vegetables? Tell me your experience in the comments. And after this video, don't forget to watch another video on our channel where we explore more Japanese habits that can change the way you think about health and longevity. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.